Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we get the ball. Fernando Armas, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Standing in, Stevie Tabor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lazy fly ball out to center. Number 2 comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Well, he definitely showed some range and quickness getting to that ball, taking the correct.
Striding into the box, number 2. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, Eddie Medeiros, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here now the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 2 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
You saw that good closing.
Stepping up now, number 2 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Yeah, the scouts are going to eat this one up. He just blasts this thing into the outfield and has enough speed to cruise into second with a stand-up double. Any hitter that can put that kind of charge into a pitch is going to have a job on a roster. That's the kind of hit that sees your stock rise.
Into the box now, Jack McLeary. He singled his last time up. Now the 3-0 offering. Runners on his way to third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. And he's called out on a close play at third. Ready now, number 2. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Go hard, score. You got it.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him.
Wow, he is definitely having a day he won't soon forget. That's his 2nd double of the game here at the Topps Amateur Showcase, and he's quickly distinguishing himself as the star of this show. When you could rise above the competition that is this good, you're doing yourself a favor and earning yourself some future money.
Now at the plate, Jack McLeary.
First baseman, Jack McLeary.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. So digging in now, Barack Heinrich. He flew out in his last at-bat. None out, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Digging in to try it again, Joe Green.
Third baseman, Joe
The 1-2.
Green.
This one's down to third. He's got it. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now batting, Ricky Greer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit on the ground to short. He's right there, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Heart of the order, 3-4. Now to the plate, John Thompson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Ready once again, number 2. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Thompson going back on it to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Quinn rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2. And he is in there.
When it left his bat, it had a chance to get out of here. He'll definitely take a double off the wall in the showcase game, though. It was enough to demonstrate his power, which every scout in the ballpark is looking for. He's going to be very happy with that one.
Into the box, Jack McLeary.
The first baseman, Jack McLeary.
This is on the ground over the first. Nakayama scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. At the plate, Heinrich. One out and a runner on third. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Joe Green, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Green.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they lead. Now at the plate, Will Ashburn, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the run. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that a 1-run finish today. 5-4 the final score. The West posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Robert Yoshiki gets the W on the mound, so that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget... MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. 1 game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Eastern Seaboard and the prospects from the Central region. Stepping up to the plate, number 2. He'll get his first shot with the bat here.
Number 2.
Popped him up. Caballero in foul ground. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. Striding in, Martin Burdick comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Martin Burdick.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 2 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
You saw that good closing speed right here.
So coming to the plate, number 2. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The throw to third.
And a great thing about that, AB, aside from him clutching up and driving in a run, it's what he did with 2 outs in the inning. That speaks volumes about a kid's mental toughness right there, and the scouts are definitely going to take note of that.
And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. And he is out at second. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adam Perez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now at the plate, number 2. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Yeah, the scouts are going to eat this one up. He just blasts this thing into the outfield and has enough speed to cruise into second with a stand-up double. Any hitter that can put that kind of charge into a pitch is going to have a job on a roster. That's the kind of hit that sees your stock rise.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack McLeary.
Jack McLeary.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Digging in, Barack Heinrich.
Now batting, second baseman, Barack Heinrich.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. One there. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. In now, Joe Green. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Joe Green.
The 1-2. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all. And now they'll get him at third base. Ready for another chance, Billy Gant.
Billy Gant.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder, but he's not going to get. He's headed for extra bases again. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ken Thurston, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. Gomez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Striding in once again, Adam Perez. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Central jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Carlos Blanco pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First, for the victorious Central squad, 4 runs on 9 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select Doug Rico. With the 8th pick, the Atlanta Braves select the center fielder from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
It's time for baseball now as the show's. So here's the cleanup hitter, number 1. He readies for his first plate appearance.
Number 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Felcher going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And a big moment for him there, his first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Digging in, Pedro Portillo, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Number 1 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And the average big league shortstop can make every play, but can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 1, he hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Felcher facing back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 1. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Short, hit hard. 2 is left. Iverson on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. Number 1 will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Gore has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And with only 1 away, no need to test it.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
8-2 tonight's final. Mississippi jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Mantle earns his first win of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves. 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Smokies, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, They left 17 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Time for game 2 of the regular. At the plate, number 1. He went deep last night twice.
Center fielder, number 1.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey guys, that's not how we draw it up. You want to stay back on that pitch and drive it up the middle the other way. But he got out and around it and was still able to find his way for a knock.
Coming to the plate now, Benito Zarate, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Zarate.
Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the play.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Standing in, Bartolo Santiago took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Santiago.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. Reined in. A tag for 1. Throw to first. Not in time as the run is across to score. Now in the box, number 1. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Stepping in, Taylor Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Terrence Gore. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Popped him up. Dwyer ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. At the plate, number 1. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So,
and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall.
You're up.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Ready for another shot now, Benito Zarate. And they're runners at the corners now. Runner goes for second. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Belcher on the move. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping into the box, Taylor Davis. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Taylor Davis.
Popped him up. Dwyer into shallow center, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, number 1. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but
so striding forward now, Bob Doby, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Mississippi took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Soroka gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. William Chang was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Vladimir Arroyo earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Mississippi Braves. 6 runs, 11 hits.
A player is reprimanded for an ugly showing on the base path. Perhaps he'll be more careful in the future. Diamond Dynasty is the most thrilling way baseball team. It's the perfect blending of
Welcome to Diamond Dynasty. Here's your chance to draft your team's 5 best players. For your first pick, select a middle infielder. Great. Now select a corner infielder. Let's head to the outfield. Who do you want to draft? Good call. Now it's time to select your starting pitcher. Who do you think should get the call in the bullpen? Finally, select a stadium to get started. Now, to speed things up, we will draft the rest of your roster for you. Good luck. Let's run through the basics of Conquest mode. If you want to attack, press X on any territory with more than one fan. Once this territory is selected, a group of yellow territories are displayed nearby that can be attacked. Navigate. During the Steel Fan.
Time for baseball on MLB Network. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first. So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. The second for one on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out. So a runner on first with one out now. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age. The dangerous Adrian Beltre. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Oh, and Beltre really wanted that.
During the reinforced. During the move fans phase, you have the option to move